Oh my good lord above, what are the Allies doing? Hello there, my good people. It's your boy, the Man Penguin here, and we are back today in some Hearts of Iron 4 with the new DLC, the $30 new DLC that totally, blew my budget. There goes all my money. I was supposed to get a bunch of hookers today, but instead I got the Hearts of Iron 4 DLC, so certainly you could call that an improvement. Not really. But we're here today with the new DLC. I haven't really kept up with the development of this DLC, to tell you guys the honest to goodness truth, so when I opened the map to see China blown up, I was a little surprised. Not that China doesn't necessarily deserve it, but China's been blown up I guess Asia's the new focus of this big DLC, and they freaking changed Menguku to Menjiang. But we're not going to play any of these nations today. Today, we're actually going to be playing as the Commonwealth of the Philippines. So, let's just hop straight into this with the new DLC as the Commonwealth of the Philippines. Here in the Philippines today, well, things are interesting. We have a Philippine Scout Division, which that's really useful, and we have 2 generals, which also really useful. The Philippines does have a focus tree now officially, that's nice to see, and I'm happy to see that. So we'll start with the Commonwealth of the Philippines, but today I figure we'll just stick with the historical path for the Philippines, so we're going to align ourselves with the USA now. I'm making 1 gun a day, basically, because, I have some really bad economic debuffs, like the Great Depression, and also the Philippine Army, which is really terrible. I had briefly played the Philippines a little earlier over on my Twitch, actually. I was just having a little bit of, I wouldn't say fun, it was not fun. Mainly like kind of the fact that the Philippines is literally awful now with the new DLC, probably the worst nation in the game, if I had to get to, well, it's pretty close though. So we're gonna grab National Defense Act, that way I can actually get some factory output and dockyard output, because currently, those things are quite atrocious. And I'm only making 2 guns a day because I have a whopping 1 military factory that I start with, and I can't build anymore because my construction is so bad because of Great Depression. Thank you, Great Depression. This DLC is making me greatly depressed. Look at that, National Defense Act, now I'm actually producing 8 guns a day instead of 2. Who would have thought that you'd have 8 guns a day, It's fucking crazy, just never before heard of. Because who wants good things in this country? Nobody. But considering we're an island nation, we're about to go up against the Japanese with their 164 to 304 ships. It only seems right that the Philippines should probably focus on their own navy, and we're gonna get our first basic cruiser by 1941 and our first converted cruiser by 1954. We should be able to compete with the Japanese navy. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. My little Filipino children are hard at work right now with their stick and spit, just putting together a battle cruiser. Trying to. But hey, look at that. We got our first carrier and cruiser, and we're like 14 years ahead of schedule for that. So my Filipino children, they really put themselves to work. They bled their freaking fingers dry. I had to chop off a couple hands. I had to take after the Belgians there. Teach them a lesson for, slow work. But they did get it out. And with our carrier, it only seems appropriate that it should probably be named after the channel members. I don't think that's an outrageous thing to say. I mean, we're the Philippines. We have 1 division. I'm never going to get a chance to name anything after you guys anyways. So there's the carrier. We have the RPS Pupac, Bodhi, Sparky, Yellow Victini, Aerotronic, JC, and Tron's moms are hot. So you guys all have hot moms. I might not actually have hot moms. I'd say probably it's about like maybe what was that, 7 of you guys? Because I know they're carriers, so I just named after everybody today out of respect, because you all are based. Even if you don't get the Penguins Commissariat, which gives the, division names, you guys are still based for getting a membership, and I do appreciate it. But I figure the odds that your moms are all hot is probably like a slim to none. But I'd say at least 1 of you guys probably have a hot mom. So congratulations to whoever that is. But anyways, the carrier will probably be sunk. So, what are you gonna do? Alright, I got the Treaty of Manila, so now I'm finally free, and it's, getting to be just about the time when Japan's gonna invade. My navy, obviously, is a whopping 3 ships, 1 carrier, 2 cruisers. Probably not exactly the ideal naval, setup or whatever. Composition is the word I was looking for. Probably not the ideal, but who cares, This navy is gonna wreak havoc, maybe? Question mark, thinking emoji, who knows? All right, the Japs, I guess, are justifying war goal against probably us. I don't know. I have unknown focus, so I don't know. I do have 18 divisions, and I'm gonna name the scouts here real quick. We have 1st Pupacapine Scouts Division. We have Bodhi's I did not have sexual relations with that Filipino ladyboy division. We have Yellow Victini's Filipino Baby Soup Division, and obviously we have Sparky's Philippine Supremacist Division. So, the division names are pretty great today. I'm glad that you did not have sexual relations with that Philippine ladyboy, Bodhi. It would have, you could. It's not crime anymore. Yeah, here comes the war. All right, I'm now at war with the Japanese. We're gonna do what we can to help the Allies. I'm sure this is gonna be a phenomenal time. I'm sure it's gonna be just delightful for me. Actually, the last time I played the Philippines in this video, I did actually kind of enjoy it. So I have a little, I have relatively high hopes for this war. So we'll see. I love playing a nation that's freaking island locked with, honestly, our industry is not that bad. But, oh, well, here's the first naval invasion. Luckily, it's only 1 division, and I had, some small preparement. I was slightly prepared for that. It's quite literally just been all quiet over here. Like that 1 little naval invasion they did, and that was it. Other than that, I've just been sat here literally just sitting here doing nothing. Watching my crappy nation and my crappy fleet get built. My 6 freaking ships, 2 of which are carriers. But, I really was expecting the Japanese to put up a bit of a fight, but they refused. They're literally like trash. I don't get it. Like, what are you doing, Japan? What's going on here? We're gonna put up a fight, or we're just gonna fuck around? And they're gonna just fuck around by the looks of it, because they're losing. Sad. It really is sad. Just as I was saying, they weren't really doing anything. Now they finally naval invaded. Granted, I'm already prepared for their naval invasion, at least a little bit. Maybe not, though. Sheesh, I got forts and, I had entrenchment. Like, my divisions aren't that bad. I mean, they're not great, they don't have any casts above me, just fighters. Should I put my navy out? Let my navy give my guys a hand? Kind of funny how my navy's just sitting there while they're naval invading. You'd think that maybe my navy would try and pick off their convoys, but what do I know? I cleared up that encirclement and I decided to take a look at Western Europe to see what was going on. Yeah, unfortunately, the Allies are completely incompetent. I mean, what the hell? They're getting naval invaded by the French. Who gets naval invaded by the French? Nobody worth a damn. That's for certain and for true. So I don't know where the Allies' ships are, because they have 347 and 250. I don't know where their ships are, because they're not here. They're nowhere to be found. And I mean, Stalin was doing well, but I mean, there's only so much he can do when he's the only fucking guy on the goddamn front. I don't know what happened to the AI and why they became so dumb, but they are really dumb now. It's sad. It's pathetic. It's just miserable. And I mean, what else is miserable is the fact that I've just been sitting here and the Japanese haven't even tried to invade me, like, at all. They took this one island here and that's it. The rest of it's just been me sitting here letting the game run while I look at my fucking shit-ass factories produce shit-ass equipment. This is genuinely driving me insane, man. The AI does not have any of their fleet anywhere. I literally, and I don't like the way that the sea looks now. It looks terrible. But I mean, you look, it's just red everywhere. They don't have their navy anywhere at any of these fucking places. I don't know how they have naval superiority here in the western approaches because they literally have no ships. They have no ships. It's so dumb. I don't know what happened to the AI. Like, I don't know if Paradox just decided to lobotomize the AI for this update or this DLC, but it's horrible. Oh my god. I can't do anything as the Philippines at all. I literally have no choice. If I want to fight, I have to send my divisions to the Soviet Union. I have no choice, simply because I can't naval invade Italy because the Allies refuse to put their navy out. What? This is where their fucking navy is. This is where their navy is. No, not here. Not here. Not anywhere where it needs to be. It's right fucking... I mean, wow, I don't know. The AI is so dumb. This is right now the worst game I've ever played. Well, maybe not the worst game I've ever played, but this is definitely the worst game that might be turning into a video. So I gotta help my boys in the Soviet Union hopefully hold, because I feel bad for Stalin. He's been doing this all on his fucking own, basically. I mean, the AI can't do anything. Oh my god. They genuinely make me want to kill myself. I won't even lie to y'all.
I really hate to say this. I think there's someone hanging right there.
Holy shit, the Japanese actually landed. They finally landed. I was too busy looking over here at the Soviets being absolutely pummeled by German casts to notice that landing. But they did it. They finally landed. So, well, I guess I better fucking deal with that. Oh boy, though, my navy's being engaged here in the Med. Ooh, hopefully nobody gets... Ooh, please, God, don't get... Oh, I just lost 3 destroyers. Oh, my lord. I can't... Okay, I definitely won this battle. I did lose 6 destroyers, though, so that's not ideal. Oh boy, that's a lot of my screens gone. Oh, damn it, I lost Bodhi's boat, too. He died. That was a destroyer I named. But the Japanese naval invasion did not exactly go the way that they were expecting, I don't think. It went the way I was expecting, but not the way they were expecting. I'd say I feel bad, but this game has been so terrible I don't. This has literally been the worst fucking Game of HOI4 I've ever played in my entire life. Oh my god, it's 1945 and the AI is actually doing naval invasions. They're not landing anywhere, but they are doing them. Of course, these naval invasions are nothing to celebrate because the AI is not gonna land. They'll land around the ports, but they'll never actually take a port because they are completely useless. Oh, it looks like another Japanese naval invasion down here in the south. Oh, it looks like another Japanese failure down here in the south. This game has sucked so bad for the Philippines that my country has just told me, hey, we're going communist, we're done. I can't even blame them for that, you know what? $30 DLC that just breaks the AI and makes the Allies completely incapable of using their navy. The Japanese declaring war on the Soviets has actually given me a little bit of an in, so to speak. Decided to abandon my assistance on the Western Front mainly because I had no supply, and I've decided that, you know what, maybe if I kill the Japanese, the Allies will then be able to turn their attention and actually do something worth a hoot in Europe. So we're going to put that theory to the test now. Obviously, first I have to kill the Japanese, and so that's why we were naval invading. Hopefully 20 divisions is all it takes. That's the hope and the dream, because Germany, Europe, fucking sucks. The Allies can't do anything. Refuse to do anything is actually the better term. Stalin, he got fucked. I feel bad for him. But me, I'm gonna finally kill my arch nemesis, Japan. Invading Japan is so easy, if they're obviously not death stacked on their island. They're never prepared for it. They don't even, like, try to prepare for it. This is all Philippines. Stalin's actually clutching up out here, too. So good for you, Stalin. Once I kill the Philippines, don't you worry, buddy. I'll help you on the Western Front. Or I'll want to kill myself trying, and I already want to kill myself, so at least we're halfway there. Now all you gotta do is try. I didn't even take Tokyo. You can see I'm fighting over it here. And they just capped it, and I don't even have any war score, even though I did all of that work. I did all of that work. That was quite literally the most pathetic piece that I've ever done in my entire life. That was pathetic. Even though I beat Japan, I got, what, 4 provinces. 1 in fucking Korea, and then 3 in Japan. Absolutely atrocious. At least I got their navy. What did I get? The Yamamoto, I think? Yeah, Yamashiro. Whatever. Same thing. All Japanese boats look the same. I've just been systemically whittling away the Axis naval presence around Spain, you know, just that I could maybe... Oh dear. What in the God's name is the British AI doing right now? Why are they doing this to me? Why did they do this to me? Oh my God, this DLC has just the AI 6 ways to Sunday, dude. The allies are so bad. Just, alright, you know what? Just ignore it. England doesn't exist. But anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted by the UK absolutely sucking big balls today, initially had intended to invade Spain, and that's kind of what we're doing. Hopefully there's nobody really around the ports too badly. Land. Alright, 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 come on. Okay, yep, we landed. Alright. Now I'm flooding my guys in. Hopefully this will be good enough. The invasion of Spain is going fairly well. The Germans did southernly naval invade me, but whatever, don't matter. They're not gonna do nothing, because they're a bunch of punk-ass little bitches. Boy, I tell you what, a bunch of punk-ass little bitches. The Spanish did not respond very fast, so it allowed me to sweep through much of, what is this place fucking called again? Iberia. The new DLC is not great. I mean, I'm not trying to be like a negative Nancy or anything, but it ain't great. It needs a lot of work, because they broke the AI. I mean, they broke the AI. At least the British have got it under control a little bit now. Of course, they're still getting naval invaded in Ireland because they categorically refuse to put their navy's blown up. Well, they refused to put their navy out when they had the opportunity to earlier in the war. But no, it is slightly problematic, the fact that the AI does not know how to use their navy anymore. Really, the allied AI does not know how to use the navy anymore because, you know, it kind of fundamentally hinders the whole point of what they're meant to do. I had to do this naval invasion into Iberia to create a breakthrough. I had to do it, not the AI, me. I had to get my own naval superiority to do it. I'm the fucking Philippines. I shouldn't have to do that, but I did, and I'm happy that I did. But you get the point of what I'm saying. And now we continue the push now into France. We were able to take Markipliers.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
So that's a good thing. And I'm still pushing, and you know, the Axis is not responding. I mean, there are no German troops on the border. Like, where are the Germans? Are they in the Soviet Union just hanging out? It feels like the AI has become very poor at responding to, you know, invasions. There's nobody stopping me, and that's totally fine. All the suffering I've been through this video, I'm not complaining. The greatest Philippine forces ever just liberated Paris. Although that's really not much of a thing to brag about. But in the future wars, Filipino troops will play the decisive role. Praise be to the Filipinos. Many good Filipinos have given their lives in this war. But praise be to the Filipinos. The fall of Berlin, French forces? I'm sorry, Filipino forces. Oh my God, it's over. The game just magically ended. I have 912 war score. What can I take with that? Who the hell knows? There we go. That's the war. And let me tell you something about that war. It was horrible. It was horrible. Wow, that was probably, well, it wasn't like the worst game I've ever played in the whole wide world, but it was damn near fucking close. I won't even lie to y'all about that. Out of this war, I obviously got most of Iberia except for fucking Catalonia, which, you know what, I respect that, free Catalonia. And I also puppeted Turkey. Stalin got a pretty big chunk of Europe, even though he was fucking stuck in the Urals for half the game. The new DLC, it's fine, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's anything special. I certainly don't think it's great. $30 was way too much money for this DLC. But, you know, what are you gonna do? That's life. It should have been like $15. Because that's like about the price point that it really is. I mean, it changes doctrines a little bit, but like, I guess it added new stuff to the doctrines, but I don't know, the doctrines don't feel that. No, no, that's a lie. I like the doctrines, I do. I like the change to the doctrines a little bit. I wish there was more. And the naval changes are interesting. I'm getting to learn those a little bit playing this Philippines game. I had actually quite a substantial navy, you know, about 213 ships. And it definitely served a purpose. It blew up a lot of the enemy ships, let's see. Apparently I sunk 310 ships, so yeah, that's about right. Overall, I mean, I didn't like this game up until the end. Once I made the naval invasion into Spain, and it just was kind of like a cakewalk, you know, then I started to enjoy it. The DLC is definitely flawed. The AI is completely broken right now, especially the allies. The allies do not know how to use their navy at all. That needs to be changed because holy hell, it was horrible. Having to get my own naval superiority 99% of the time, not fun. But alas, what are you gonna do? So thank you guys so much for joining. I shall see you all in the next video. Peace out.